Is your life the spicy, fulfilling, success-laden life you always hope for? Do you have the perfect relationship, great friends, a family, and the ideal job or business that makes you squillions? If not, you are in a huge club, because the reality is very few people ever achieve such an idealized life. Why? Why is it so difficult? Why do we so often sabotage ourselves just when we think we have it sorted and in our grasp? Well, when you dig down to the core motivations of pretty well everybody on the planet, the things that actually drive our thoughts, emotions, and behavior in living a happy and successful and fulfilling life come down to managing just 4 powerful keys in our response to the world around us. And most people get it wrong. The past few years have been a nightmare for most of us, with pandemic lockdowns, lost jobs, broken relationships, and a huge dose of anxiety, depression, and fear about the future. It's time to wake up from this nightmare and take back your life to live that flourishing, happy life with amazing relationships, friendships, and a satisfying work environment. The 4 powerful principles of life enhancement that underpin the lives of all people who live a fulfilling life, principles that most people ignore, but when implemented, virtually guarantee that you get the kind of life most people can only dream of. Is that a big claim? Well, not at all. I'm Gary Johnston, and I've spent pretty much all my entire life researching the human mind, and especially how 2 minds communicate. I've spent 40 years in clinical practice treating literally thousands of individuals and couples, and teaching organizations the truth about anxiety, depression, and trauma in all ages and levels. I've taught the principles to practitioners and public alike in 11 countries, and I've written several books and courses on the subject. A part of that work has been to analyze the truth about unhappiness, its causes, and its resolution. And guess what? In every society, in every country, and every individual, the underlying causes of living an unhappy, unfulfilling life always comes down to deficiencies in one or all of these key principles. You want to know what they are? To give you a broad brushstroke without going into a lot of detail at the moment, you can put them into specific categories. Number 1 is how you perceive yourself, your self-image. Category number 2 is how you perceive others and communicate with them. 3, how you perceive the world around you. And 4, how you perceive your response to the world around you. Treat these in a specific way and your life flourishes. Handle them poorly and life can be pretty ordinary and unsatisfactory. And you're always searching for something, anything that makes you feel better. From there, all the way through at the other end of the scale to being a complete nightmare. You see, perception, the way you see the world around you, is a thing that is absolutely unique to you. It is driven, as are all your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, by unconscious programs that you took on during your first 5 years. And unless you know how to reprogram these beliefs and values, they continue to control your perception and responses to the world around you, even though you may think you have some input into these. Now, let me pose a question to you, and I'd like you to answer these questions in a quick quiz that I'll ask you to complete at the end of this video. Where do you want your life to take you? If you had the answers to all of the questions of life and a way to practically implement them, what do you think your life would look like and feel like? I'm retired from clinical work now, but there are so many people still needing to understand how to live a complete, fulfilling, flourishing, and happy life. So I've taken the core of everything that I've learned and practiced over 50 years, and through that achieving fantastic results for thousands. And I've distilled it into a practical formula that guarantees your life will be substantially better. So I'm going to invite you to a very special workshop online, absolutely free, to lay out the 4 power keys to a happy and fulfilling life. I would ask you to do 2 things. Number 1, register for the workshop. The details of the time and online venue are adjacent to this video. And number 2, also adjacent to this video, is a link to a confidential smart quiz that will give me a heads up on the issues that you may be facing in life so that I can cover them in the workshop. It's totally confidential. You don't have to do this quiz, but if you do, you will get much greater benefit from the workshop, and it will allow me to answer the most commonly asked questions. Now, this workshop will be super valuable, so make sure you register immediately. I can only have a limited number on the event, so if you miss out, you miss out. And as I said, you don't have to do the quiz. You can still attend the workshop without doing that, but you'll get greater benefit out of it. And by the way, when you attend the webinar, there will be some serious prizes and bonuses that you will get that will enhance your life even further. So I look forward to catching up soon.